into existence in Greensburg, Decatur County.
Would you or someone you love benefit from our vision and goal to improve the quality of life around and in Decatur County? Everyone here has a passion to move this county forward. We all love to spend time outdoors at our current parks. Our family loves Rebecca Park especially.
Did you know that we have like 20 parks in Decatur County? How great would it be to sustain, improve, and utilize those parks to their full capacity?
Alright, so pictured here, we have some of the projects the Parks Department has already completed. One old, one new, one coming soon. First, in the top right, I think you can all see the Allen Memorial Pool. Has been in Decatur County for years. Bottom right-hand corner, we can see the Tree City Bark Park, which is new. And coming soon tomorrow is the first splash pad at Rebecca Park. We also have the Youth Sports Complex, Adams Park, Milford Park, and Westbrook Kiwanis Park, to name a few. We have, like Manus said, a total of 20 parks in Decatur County.
Is that me? So as you can see, our parks have a lot to offer. It'll take time, money, community interest, and support to sustain and improve our parks for generations to come.
Through our leadership class, we asked for proposals from various community groups with the focus on improving the quality of life in Decatur County. Parks Department requested a need for a foundation to help sustain our parks for generations to come.
So our project actually started in October when the leadership class started. We dug into our community vision plan where we saw the major issues that needed attention or improvement in our community. One issue was the need to invest in park and facility upgrades. Then in January, we opened a call for proposals where organizations can share their ideas or ideas to better our community. That is where Bob requested for a foundation for the Parks Department. And being in line with our community vision, our group proceeded to look into this option in creating a foundation. But after learning of the time and expense, we searched for an alternative option. That's where Mandy and Vieta met with Bob and Teresa of the Parks Department to learn that their 5-year master plan, as well as their ultimate goal for security of funds for the Parks Department to sustain old projects and starting new ones. So from there, a meeting with the Community Foundation and Tammy Winning was scheduled to see if any assistance could have been provided. And then it was there discovered that the Community Foundation is a vehicle to make this a reality. So this is where Friends of the Parks came to life. And actually, a couple weeks right after our first presentation, we presented this to the Parks Board as well. So it's got their attention as well.
There will be several options to give. A pass-through, which is tax deductible, will allow you to give to future and current needs. Then the endowment, which is also tax deductible, is a great way to put money back that grows and gives dividends in the future. We've handed out some materials that describe the mission and purpose of Friends of the Parks. Our mission is to promote, develop, and sustain stewardship dedicated to the enhancement of parks, facilities, and programs of Decatur County. 3 areas of concentration are advocacy, development, and marketing. We need community members to be advocates to help sustain our parks. They will expand and create new programs while focusing on sustaining our current programs and equipment. So we're going to let people know that funds can be raised through various grants, donations, and different fundraisers. Sorry, we're missing someone, so we're trying to fill in.
Too late.
There will be 5 advisory members to assure the Friends of the Parks accomplish their goals. If you are interested in being one of the 5, please see one of us after our presentation. These members will work with the Parks Department and Community Foundation to move advocacy, development, and marketing forward. Those 5 members will not be on the Parks Board. So those 5 members are separate from the current Park Board members.
So with the new splash pad coming soon to Rebecca Park, there's an immediate need to help accommodate families as their children play. There will be benches needed for these families to sit. In addition, there will likely be visitors waiting to stay for a picnic or a meal. They will need a handicap accessible table to make this happen. So these are two just immediate options that the Parks Department's in need of for fundraising.
Something that's near and dear to me is the option to memorialize a loved one. So how great would it be to donate a bench, a piece of equipment, even a decorative rock with a loved one's name on it. Maybe commemorate a 50-year marriage, make a donation in their name, or a milestone for an organization, or a special teacher. You know, you could make a donation instead of a gift, especially someone who's been married for 50 years, what do they need, you know? So a legacy would be would be better. And by doing this would be a lasting legacy.
When completing your estate planning, why not consider a bequest to the Friends of the Parks? Are you passionate enough to help out the cause? We invite all of you to join us in supporting the expanded group of the Parks Department, Friends of the Parks.
Let's have any questions for them? Any questions for anybody?
Are you going to fix the dam?
That's
Depends
not
on
our
your
goal.
donation. Depends on your contribution to it.
Totally separate.
Outside the scope, okay, all right.
Yeah, outside the scope, because, I mean, that's basically how this all came about, is because they're not gonna be using, you know, county money, county tax money. They're gonna be a group of their own, out advocating, you know, trying to get, money from different sources. So if you know anybody would be interested in, you know, we stressed to Bob that he needed, you know, people that were, familiar with, you know, nonprofit or fundraising, maybe somebody that's got some financial background, somebody that's got some legal background, things like that could kind of help them along the way.
And when we presented in their May meeting, they asked that all of them bring names to their June meeting. So this is something that's in the process of moving forward, of finding these 5 people to get this advisory group moving forward.
We, on behalf of the Chamber of Commerce, we were thrilled that this was, you know, going this year. We know we have some things to tweak as we plan for our next class. We're taking suggestions from our attendees as well. And you'll see the next leadership, probably in 2020, 2.020. Let's say that real fast, okay? Well, we appreciate that, and thanks for the time.
Thank you.
Well, you guys did an awesome job, and you came up with ideas that I really love. And the workshop was something that we talked about. The co-working place was a big thing. The parks and the arts are very important to our community, and I think that we're trying to make more people aware of the parks and the arts and trying to get them all together. But I appreciate you guys. These are our leaders for next year, or next future leaders coming up, and I really appreciate the time that you took to do this class, and I just want to thank you all for your ideas and your push. I think we're going to have some great projects coming up. It's a good thing. It was really good. So, okay, Mr. Poling, Board of Works.
Board of Works report, Andrea McKee came asking for a road closure for the 100th 4th of July parade. I believe our police chief was at the first one.
Yes, I was.
Okay.
In spirit only.
Joyce Holtkamp asked for a road closure for the parade on the fair parade on July 14th. Again, that was approved. Let's see. We approved an application. This was for the Main Street project, and a change order in the amount of $76,268.38. I have a breakdown of that change order if you'd like to see that. It's 3 different items. Jeff Smith came to talk to us about Let's see, project for engineering services, asked for, he just told us that he would be looking into that. There was no vote or anything on that. He also talked to us about miscellaneous water treatment improvements. The project that was just completed at the wastewater plant, there was $628,000 that was left over because of some of the projects not needing what we thought they would need. There were items that they did not include in the initial plan because of cost, but with this money left over, they are going to be able to complete more of those projects. Ron May came, talked to us about Lincoln Street. We approved the 5th and final change order for the Lincoln Street project in the amount of $16,230, I believe. And also the president of Globe and one of the managers was here to explain what the issues were and why they happened. They've extended a warranty to the city for an additional year for those improvements. Mark Klosterkemper talked to us about the trash issue that we had, and then also we replaced our old uniform contract with another contract, same company, but this was state. This was the contract they offered the state, saving the city $8,100. And I believe that's it. Thank you.
Okay. If there's not anything else, the meeting. Second.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.